Previously on Conveni Wars. After stealing the Register Stone keys and abusing their power, Dr. Recycle was vanquished by the efforts of 6 or 8 heroes who were summoned by Mother, the guardian deity of the Convenience Star. Living up to the legend of the 5 heroes of old, the band of wizards and warriors then had to contend with an invasion of dark barcode aliens who came from a dimension of negative energy. With their civilization in ruins, valiant allies appeared from the rubble to lend their strength to the heroes, and together they fought to take back the Barcode Nebula from the clutches of Megadeth Chuhai Khan and his evil forces. Has peace been restored to the Barcode Nebula, or does evil still loom in the shadows? Yes it does. Otherwise this saga would be over already. Greetings Barcode Battler fans, and welcome to my overview of Conveni Wars Seiden 2, the legend of the Super Combination. This set of 31 cards is the 7th chapter of the Conveni Wars story, which started with the Barcode Battler and adds powered up versions of the 6 core Barcode Battler 2 heroes. So, without any more beating about the bush, let's dive in. The 6 heroes and Mother, who are buzzing with joy after their victory over the dark barcode aliens, receive a mysterious transmission. The figure that appeared on screen was Megadeth Chuhai Khan, who was supposed to have been defeated. What's more, the new Megadeth Chuhai Khan will once again launch an all-out attack with the elite Dark Barcode Army and a platoon of cloned barcode aliens. Now, the only way to defeat the Dark Barcode aliens is to attack the enemy stronghold where the clones are created. To the bewildered heroes, the Guardian Goddess Mother said,
"Now is the time to unleash the hidden legendary power! When those who are guided by the light fuse with the glowing Register Stone, they gain superpowers that transcend the heavens."
With Mother's blessing, all of the Register Stones shone brightly, and the light was absorbed into the heroes. In this way, the 6 people who became superheroes using the Register Stone rush into the enemy base in order to kill their old enemy, the new Megadeth Chuhai Khan. Use the dark power of the ruler of the Dark Nebula, the new Megadeth Chuhai Khan, to defeat him. Can it be done? What is the secret of the Register Stone super combination? Now the legendary superpower is finally unleashed. Just when it looked like it was safe to crawl out from the rubble of their ruined civilization, a transmission from Megadeth Chuhai Khan, the leader of the Dark Barcode aliens, threatened an all-out attack. Responding to the threat of new Megadeth Chuhai Khan, Mother reveals the secret power of the Register Stones. Powered up super forms for those with pure hearts who are guided by light. Maybe if she'd led with that, the planets might not be in ruins. Oh well. After opening 2 cans of Whoop-Ass branded mushy peas on Death Chuhai Khan, who came back as Megadeth Chuhai Khan for his second helping, he's returned under the banner of new Megadeth Chuhai Khan, with an all-new recipe. Presumably, he'll be back in Seiden 3 as Megadeth Chuhai Khan Classic, after outrage among the Dark Barcode aliens about his original recipe being a negative energy dimensional treasure. But I digress. Similar to the Seiden 1 set, this continuation to the Barcode Battler 2 story requires we skip the C1 mode and jump right into C2 mode. To recap, getting to C2 mode is simple. Turn on your Barcode Battler 2 and press the select button until C2 is displayed. Then press the set button. Now choose a soldier and a wizard from the 6 heroes supplied in this set. You could use the equivalent hero cards from the Barcode Battler 2 set or Seiden 1 set, but the next step won't go as smoothly. Unlike Seiden 1, there's no default passcode to enter. Instead, the challenge is to power up by beating the clones, which will allow the heroes to power up beyond their higher than average stats. Like Seiden 1, the passcodes for each possible pairing of heroes will work for any combination, as long as you're only using the heroes from this set.
Mixing and matching with other sets will generate unique passcodes which can't be transferred. Sadly, Cha Xiao Fan and Dentala are both incompatible with this passcode system, as their final 3 digits aren't a match for the hero cards in this set. To apply a passcode from a previous playthrough, press the L power key to enter the passcode entry screen. Press select to increment the currently selected digit, and set to move on to the next. Once all 5 digits have been entered, pressing set one last time will submit the code. Alright, time for a random Dragon Ball moment. Goku? We'll check on him later. As before, the enemy with the lowest HP isn't necessarily the weakest. Some enemies will yield a stat boost when defeated, and 7 reward the player with stronger passcodes, including the final boss of the game, whose passcode is needed to enter a competition to win one of 500 certificates. Like the previous dedicated card software set, the new cards here are single-sided. Unlike the previous set, the item cards have 2 barcodes on the back, one normal barcode and another version of each item enhanced by a Regista stone. Although instead of looking like keys, these Regista items look more like gemstones. Scanning the bottom barcode equips a regular item, while the top barcodes represent the Regista stones, which function in much the same way as Fuzzy cards. The gameplay is the same as the previous 2 entries in the series, with more enemies than the base Barcode Battler 2 cards, but fewer than the Seiden 1 set. Fuzzy cards are missing by name, but as mentioned previously, their function is covered by the Regista stone barcodes on each item card. As we've seen before, some items grant a triple damage bonus against certain enemies. To make life easier, we've put the details on screen. Besides the various Regista stones and swords, the remaining items bump the user's accuracy from 80% to 90%. This isn't a wide range of side effects, but compared to the previous items, they are more powerful. Of course, there's nothing to stop you using items from other sets if you so choose, but only items from the previous entries in the Conveni Wars series are considered canon. Again, if you wanted, you could add a rule whereby each supporter or item may only be used once. This time round, even if you include the clones and the boss, there aren't even 20 enemies in total. As far as hard modes go, this one is more forgiving than Seiden 1's. Just like with the previous dedicated card software sets, equipping certain items and supporters will deal extra damage to certain enemies. And as good as the triple damage Regista Stone item gems look, there are other items which confer a boost to at least one stat, as well as a triple damage boost, so some of these are a bit redundant. Although they may be used by all heroes, regardless of their role as a soldier or wizard. Released with Koro Koro Comic, there was the Miracle Barcode Star 1993. We haven't seen any other Miracle Barcode Stars, but this one features pictures of each of the 6 heroes included in this set, as well as the Regista gemstones. The Koro Koro Comic Dragon occupies the centre of the star's colour side, while the names of each hero can be found on the back, which is in grayscale. Instead of descriptions, the text between the hero names of the barcodes feature short phrases which feel like 1 or 2 sentence versions of Sonic Says segments.
That's no good.
The barcodes on the back are not those of the heroes, but a mixture of enemies and items. A very interesting looking and unique card, this hexagonal behemoth adds little to nothing to the legend of the Super Combination set. Although it does dethrone Dr. Recycle's ID card for the title of
Card with the most barcodes.
Conveni Wars Seiden 2, The Legend of the Super Combination, concludes the Barcode Battler 2 story while using the tried and tested gameplay of C2 mode. The new items are an improvement over those found in the Barcode Battler 2 set, with options for triple damage against most kinds of foes. With a total of 19 enemies, a full playthrough finds the happy middle ground between the short 10 enemy game of the original Barcode Battler 2's C2 mode and that of the Seiden 1 set with 30 enemies. Story-wise, we see the desperate last stand from new Megadeth Chuhai Khan, who, spoiler warning, is purified by the Register Stones, which can do anything the writers need them to. Let's look at these things for a moment. They make time travel possible, keep paradoxes from happening, can open interdimensional portals, increase the power of various beings, and even strip the evil out of them. I'm sure there are other powers yet to be revealed, but we'll come across these as we covered Seiden 3 as part of the Barcode Battler 2 C2 hardware video. In terms of presentation, this set has a few similarities to the previous dedicated card software set, such as a transparent window on the front of the box and the inclusion of a card case. The card case itself bears a closer resemblance to a cassette case than to the card case from Seiden 1, and the box itself is very much smaller, but the influence is clear. This packaging design would go on to be used by Barcode Fighter and modified slightly for Seiden 4, Barcode Fighter 2 and Super Mario Kart. We have a return to the inclusion of a manual in the box, this time scaled down from a booklet to a folded leaflet, which is tiny even compared to the dedicated card software manuals. I hope you've enjoyed this little overview of Conveni Wars Seiden 2, the legend of the Super Combination. If you found this video to be informative, please like, comment and subscribe if you've yet to do so. Thank you very much to our subscribers. At the time of recording this video, we've climbed past 70 subscribers, so I hope to have something special ready for when we reach 100. If you'd like to contribute to the Barcode Battler Museum and keep the lights on, we have a Patreon account. Patreon supporters will receive access to our translated manuals a whole month before the rest of the world, so what are you waiting for? It's also the only legitimate way of accessing our Super Barcode Wars Dragon Ball Z manual translation.
Now it's time for some fan service. Hold your horses, Horace. We've got a Patreon supporter. Many thanks to Ronster80, who has joined us on the Wizard tier. Maybe we should take another 10 months to put a new video out.
No, we need to keep him engaged. We'll do our best to get back to our previous video release schedule.
Sorry 2024 has been a lean year for videos on this channel.
I'm sure we've got time for at least one more before 2025. Thank you to everyone who's made it this far into the video. As a bonus, I'll show you the progress we've made collecting the Meiji Choco snack cards. As you can see, we're just one card away from having the full set. We've also received this cardboard Barcode Battler, still in its flat-packed state. I don't think we'll be folding it into shape, at least not before we scan it. There's also some funny looking Mario Brothers on here too, and from the art style they look like they could have been part of a promotion with Koro Koro magazine. Expect translations of these and many more in future. Our next video will cover the Super V Chapter 1 cards, with the following video focusing on the Barcode Battler 2, C0 and C2 hardware. Thanks for watching, I hope you'll join us next time.
To the bewildered heroes, the Guardian Goddess Mother said,
Now is the time to unleash the hidden legendary power!
"Is that what she sounds like? I think I'm in love."